All right, welcome back. Today, the ending of One Piece. I'm gonna try to predict this as far as I can, and I mean, it's not gonna be right, I don't think at least, but maybe. So, there is two options right now as to who's like the big bad, and it's gonna be either Emu or Blackbeard, right? Both of them has been built up as these massive villains and stuff. And one of them a lot more than the other. Of course, Emu has been built up to be this unstoppable threat. The whole Revolution armies against them and stuff. But I do not think Emu is the final villain at all. Do not think. There's 0% chance. It's gonna be Blackbeard. Blackbeard represents the antithesis of Luffy, opposite of everything. And really in Jaya, that just kind of showed you that they are the same. People's dreams never end. They're the same, they will not die until their dreams are accomplished, and their dreams completely clash with each other. And I think Luffy's dream is to have everyone free, or like have everyone be his friends, or have like a peace on Earth or something like crazy like that, something impossible. And Blackbeard's, of course, is to rule everybody, to be king of the world. And that's a completely different ideology. It's gonna clash, and I think it's gonna clash at the end of this story. Not before it, at the end. Now, how do we get there? We're doing ELBAAF first, right? I think right now in the manga, we had the chapter where Nami wakes up in the strange room. I do think that's ELBAAF. And also, it's like a post arc, right? Bounties go up in post arcs. I think Luffy's is going to go up to anywhere less than 4.1 or 4.2 billion. Because guess where that is? That's Shanks' bounty level. Now, I think this is the Shanks reunion arc, like finally, because they're comparable levels. They said, "I'll see you when you're a great pirate or a pirate of greatness." What's greater than having the same bounty as you? That's like they're gonna meet up in this arc. That's why Luffy's bounty was only 3. That's why it couldn't be higher, because they're not on the same level yet. But now they're on the same level. So we have a Luffy and Shanks fight, and it's not like a "I'm gonna kill you" fight. It's just like prove you're worthy, at least in my opinion. It's going to be a prove you're worthy, and I think with GARP being shown to be alive, I do feel like we'll have another ace kind of thing, public execution thing, or maybe just like, come get it. He's going to use him as bait, like I already know. And Luffy gets so mad over his family. Like he will stop everything, drop everything, just for his family. I mean, you saw it with Ace. And I think he might, GARP, he loves GARP. GARP has been there for him always, and I don't think that's going to go well for anyone near GARP. So I feel like Blackbeard is going to give him to the government. Blackbeard's going to be like, "Hey, government, here's this." And they're going to be like, "We don't want this," because they know it's coming. But they give it to him. Luffy gets crazy mad after proving himself to Shanks. Shanks is like, "Worthy pirate, blah, blah, blah. You can have..." And also, I think the man marked with flames is on ELBAAF too. That's probably who like brought them in the strange room. They're going to have the poneglyphs. So Luffy's been shown before to ignore the higher calling of his friends and stuff after being separated to go after Ace. We're going to have that split again. We're going to have split. It's either go to Laugh Tale, where like his dream, or save GARP. And I think Luffy's going to go for GARP. Luffy's going to go straight for GARP. And although here's the thing, like Vegapunk has kind of questioned me on this, because he mentions the One Piece being like needed to fight the government, like needed to happen. But I don't see Laugh Tale. I personally don't see Laugh Tale being at anywhere but the end of the story. Like, how could it be? Where they find the treasure, and like that has to be the end of the story. So I don't really agree with Vegapunk. I feel like it might just be information, stuff they could get from Shanks, who of course, would know that, being Roger's basically disciple. Now, GARP's on the Mary Jo, and Luffy goes to get him. So what happens? Well, of course they aren't going to be happy. They already had to replace Saturn because of Luffy. Had to kill him. So they're going to fight. And Law is going to come back into the fray. I don't know where Law is right now. Beppo took them away. Maybe they'll all group up on ELBAAF. Beppo will pull Law back. Kid is still drowning, hopefully. I don't really like Kid, but if he did make a return, like people really want for some reason, Kid can make a return, because, he's very close to ELBAAF. He's on the shores, just drowning. But I don't know how he's alive. He's not a fishman. We still don't know. Maybe he's a fishman. Anyways, GARP saw, like, they send, like, a signal or something. Blackbeard maybe just pulls up in person. He could easily do that. He could just pull up in person, or have one of his Lafitte. Yeah, Lafitte could come up in person. And he gets GARP to go there, right? And Dragon cares about his dad. Well, I don't know if he cares about his dad, but he hates the government, and his dad's there. That's, like, two things that he should care about. He should care about his dad. There's two reasons for him to go. And Luffy, if Luffy's going, like, and he thinks he has a chance, that'd be great. Although that would mess up his plan. I'm sure he has some big old plan for the government. But maybe it's already ready to go. Now, they go up there, and they have a big old fight, and Law being Law, he dies. He unsurgerizes Emu. And, like, I thought that was, like, a common sense thing to see. But, like, people, my buddy was saying, like, that's not gonna happen. There's no way. That hasn't been said to be, like, that. They don't say that's a thing. I don't see why that wouldn't be a thing. How you couldn't take and give with that ability. Because if not, like, how do you kill him? Like, come on. From the second Law was introduced, they had to check out his gun of that surgery. And they talked about Emu already having it, so how do you kill somebody who cannot die? They're not going to cars him. He's not going to go out of space. That's not how One Piece is. It's going to be Law undoing the surgery. And, maybe that won't cost him his life. Maybe Law will live because it's not giving somebody immortality. But I'd say it's still, like, it's all about fair trades, right? I still think that's a very valuable trade, making somebody actually able to be hurt. Now, Law's good. I hope. But then, even if they beat Emu, right? Say Dragon and Luffy, they team up, beat Emu, they save GARP, or GARP dies. What happens? Well, they go back, and on their way to Laugh Tale, say at, like, the very edge of Laugh Tale, they have some issue arise, and maybe that issue is, I don't know, Blackbeard taking over the world. How would he take over the world? Now, he has Caribou. And what are they going to do? See, also, I forgot about this. Wano's having a cover story right now. Wano's cover story is going on. And what's under Wano? Oh, I don't know. Maybe Pluton. Yeah. So Blackbeard's going to go to Wano. He's going to drop the walls. He's going to destroy Wano, or whatever they said will happen. He's going to drop the walls. He's going to take Pluton, like the super weapon Pluton, and maybe on the way to Wano, he'll take a stop at Fishman Island. Take Shirahoshi too. Either that or Luffy will. One of them, I think that will be the final ending of the story. Like, that's the final battle is going to be between Blackbeard and Strats. They have pretty good matchups. I think Blackbeard Pirates have 11 members. Because, let me look at Blackbeards. Here's the thing, like, I don't think that Aokiji is sticking around. I feel like Aokiji is going to split or just... Maybe it's still a sword. Who knows? But they're going to have the final battle. They have pretty good matchups. You have Blackbeard versus Luffy. Blackbeard's, like, Dark, Moon, whatever. Burgess, who's the strongest man, right? It's going to be Sanji. Sanji's going to fight him. Shiryu... here's also the thing. Like, I don't see Shiryu being stronger than Mihawk. I don't know, like, personally, I really don't think he's stronger. But, like, Van Arger, you have, like, a very good fight with Usopp. Devon could be, heck, I don't know. Let's see how many they have. They have 11, yeah, they have 11. Stride only has 10. There's too many people. I think Aokiji's gonna dip because of that. They all have their matchups and stuff. They'll figure it out. Honestly, it's not, like, that big of a deal who fights who. It's just imperative that I just know they're going to fight each other. And Blackbeard, here's also the thing. Blackbeard just might get rid of the captains. he doesn't seem like a very loyal person, and if he has to, there's no way he's not getting rid of these people. Say he has to like drop a bunch of people or like use them up or something, or he's gonna die unless he puts this person, like they're gone. And it could just be Blackbeard with all the ancient weapons. And maybe a third devil fruit. But like we still don't know what Blackbeard is. How he has 2. Maybe he could have 3. Rule of 3 is pretty important and all that. But I think he has Pluton. So he's out front of Laughtail, or out front near it, maybe blocking the path, because maybe he doesn't have all the poneglyphs. He just wants to steal them. From who? From Luffy. He has Pluton, and since they beat Emu, I'm sure he could have Uranus. I'm not going to say the other word, but he's going to have Uranus. Yeah, but he's going to have that, and it's not going to be very useful, because, you know, that thing, we've seen how it just destroys islands, and I don't think they're going to be an island apart, so he'd easily just kill other people too. But maybe that's what happens to the captains. Maybe he just fires on his own men. And then you also have Shirahoshi, maybe. Maybe. Because if he doesn't, Luffy will. Like, one of them's going to have Shirahoshi. But you think about piracy, you think about pirates. What has yet to happen in the show? You've yet to have, like, an actual pirate ship fight. Like, at the very start, you had pirate ship, you had Alvida, and there's 2 ships, they're firing on it, and then they jumped on it. When has that, like, ever happened again? I think Pluton is going to fight another Pluton. And you're like, well, another Pluton? What are you talking about? Frankie memorized the blueprint, so you can make that at any time. Well, I think. Like, this could be coping. This could be, like, a stretch. But I think Frankie could make that anytime. He is the master shipwright. And maybe he just modifies the Sunny and to make it, like, the Million Sunny or something stupid like that. And, which is just Pluton, basically, too. Pluton 2. They have a Pluton fight, shoot from a distance, and then you have, of course, a boarding. And maybe instead of boarding on like a ship to ship, maybe the place they fight is Laughtail. They could have a battle on Laughtail. And one of them could get the One Piece, whatever it is, power up. Maybe they can't use it because they don't have the Gum Gum fruit or Nika fruit. I guess Blackbeard could maybe take it and be like, haha, victory's my mind. But then, you know, you can't use it, because Vegapunk said it was a weapon or a tool to be used. And maybe Luffy could use it and power up to Gear 10 or something. I don't know. But they have that fight. Blackbeard's defeated. Whatever is weird about him is exposed. Somewhere along the line, I think Shanks has to get killed by Blackbeard. I don't know how. Like, I really don't. Maybe not. I hope. I love Shanks. I have no clue how he loses Blackbeard. He's his counter. This is like a rant, but I just, like, he is Blackbeard's counter. But, like, whatever, man. Like, I guess they have to resolve it somehow. And then everyone's dead, you know, Blackbeard's gone, Emu's gone. You have, like, a whole flashback, maybe, to see, like, his past with his father, Rocks. His dad's definitely Rocks, by the way. They both had the same dream. And Luffy carried on Roger's dream, or, like, they inherited Roger's dream. What do you think's gonna happen to Blackbeard's dad? I don't know. Makes sense to me. Anyways, Blackbeard's gone. They go to One Piece, and then they have the best episode in fiction. After everyone's safe. Well, I'm sure some people will die. Not like, I don't see the Straws dying, because, you know, that's why would you want them to die right at the finish line? Maybe Usopp, you know, maybe he could die a great warrior of the sea. Because that's his dream. He never really cared. Well, he cares about it, but he's not, like, adamant like Luffy is about the One Piece. But they find it, they open it, you see them, like, feasting with all the treasure around, and Luffy gets his dream of uniting the world under One Piece. I don't know. Luffy gets his dream. Bottom line, Emu, he might seem scary, but I do not think he's got it. Like, he does not have that dog in him. I don't think so. I mean, like, what do you guys think? Like, personally, it's me personally. Emu does not have that dog in him. I don't think he's taken on anybody. I think he's getting cooked. He's a law victim. That's what Emu is. A law victim and a dragon victim, especially. Because let me tell you, dragon, you are not ready for dragon. He's just gonna blink and Emu's gonna die. I'm kidding, by the way. Emu's definitely strong, but, like, I think Dragon do a number on him. Because I feel like that's more of a dragon fight than Luffy fight, you know? Anyways, what do y'all think? Do you think Emu or Blackbeard? It's up to you guys. Talk to you later.